Ladies and gentlemen, there are children. And then there are forces of nature. Children who fall but rise again. Children who fail but fight harder. Children who do not ask, "Can I?" They say, "Watch me." Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan believed in those children. He believed that inside every young heart lies a spark waiting to be forged into fire. He built a dream not with comfort, but with courage. Not with privilege, but with persistence. He showed us that greatness is not inherited, it's earned. That resilience isn't something you're reborn with. It's something you build every time life knocks you down. Look at the children today, surrounded by distractions, doubts, and fear. But deep inside, each one carries the same unstoppable spirit that drove a young boy from Bhopal to rise as a national icon. So, to every child listening, don't wait for opportunity to knock. Build the door. Don't chase approval. Chase excellence. And when the world says you can't, smile, stand tall, and whisper, "Watch me rise." Because resilience is not just about surviving. It's about transforming pain into power, fear into faith, and dreams into destiny. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan taught us this truth. A resilient child today comes an unshakable nation tomorrow. Resilience is built, not born. Every challenge faced in youth shapes strength and character. It begins in the smallest of moments when a child falls and decides to stand again. When the world says no, but the heart whispers, "Try once more." Resilience isn't found in comfort. It's forged in struggle, grows in the storms that test our patience and the nights that test our faith. Each failure becomes a lesson, each disappointment a teacher, and each tear a silent vow to rise stronger. A resilient child learns early that pain is not punishment, it's preparation. That rejection doesn't define them, it refines them. That the world doesn't hand you strength, you earn it, one challenge at a time. When life gets hard, the resilient don't break. They bend, they adapt, and they come back with more fire in their soul. They understand that falling isn't the end, staying down is. Resilience builds a bridge between who we are and who we are meant to be. It teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. That true strength comes from persistence, not perfection. Every scar becomes a story. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. Every child who learns to rise again becomes a force this world cannot silence. Failure is a teacher, not a tombstone. Each setback is a step toward mastery. Failure doesn't end your story, it refines your story.
8.
It breaks you only to rebuild you stronger, sharper, wiser. Every fall carries a hidden lesson for those brave enough to rise again. When you fail, the world might whisper, "You're done." But the truth is, that's when your real journey begins. That's when you meet your limits, face your fears, and discover what you're truly made of. Failure humbles you. It strips away ego, comfort, and excuses. It forces you to confront the gap between who you are and who you could be. But if you listen, really listen, failure speaks wisdom. It says, "Not yet." It says, "You're close." It says, "Try again, but smarter this time." Those who master life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never stop learning from it. Each mistake, each stumble, each heartbreak becomes a lesson written in courage. It's not the fall that defines you. It's the decision to rise. Because failure doesn't bury you. It plants you. And from that soil of struggle, you grow roots of strength and branches of purpose. Every setback is not the end. It's the beginning of becoming something greater than before. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan's legacy is perseverance. His life embodies how consistent effort conquers impossibility. He was not born into privilege, but into purpose. He faced obstacles that could have broken the spirit of an ordinary man, yet he refused to bend. Each challenge became his training ground. Each doubt from others became his fuel. He taught us that greatness isn't achieved overnight. It's built brick by brick, through days of hard work and nights of silent sacrifice. Prove that when passion is guided by purpose, even the impossible begins to surrender. Dr. Khan's story is one of unshakable belief. Belief in himself, belief in his people, belief in a dream that was bigger than fear. He showed that real success doesn't come from luck, but from labor. comes from falling, failing, and still choosing to stand taller every time. He turned barriers into bridges. Didn't just create innovation, he created inspiration. Through him, we learned that perseverance is not about speed, it's about endurance. It's about moving forward even when progress feels invisible. Dr. Khan's journey reminds us that every small, consistent step holds the power to move mountains. His life is proof that determination is the heartbeat of destiny, that even when the world says impossible, perseverance whispers back, just wait and see. Belief in oneself is the first step to greatness. Confidence is the foundation of unstoppable resilience. Everything begins with belief, the quiet voice inside that says, I can. It's not arrogance, it's awareness. Awareness of your own potential, your own fire, your own purpose. When you believe in yourself, you stop waiting for permission. Stop asking the world to validate your worth. You begin to build from within, stone by stone, thought by thought, dream by dream. Confidence doesn't mean you never doubt. It means you don't let doubt decide your direction. It means standing tall even when fear whispers in your ear. It means trusting the process, even when the path is dark. Belief fuels resilience because it gives you something to fight for. It's the voice that says, get up when everything in you wants to stay down. It's the light that shines when the world turns cold. Those who truly believe in themselves don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They take action, they take risks, and they learn along the way. Confidence turns pain into purpose. It transforms hesitation into motion and struggle into strength. And when belief meets persistence, even the hardest mountains begin to move. Because the greatest power any human can hold is the belief that they are capable of becoming something greater than anyone ever imagined. Children must learn to create opportunities. Don't wait. Build your own path. The world will not always hand you a chance. Sometimes it will hand you silence, rejection, or closed doors. But that is where real strength begins, in the courage to carve your own way forward. Opportunities are not gifts. They're created through vision, effort, and persistence. And when you stop waiting for someone to open the door, you realize you can build one yourself. Every great story begins with someone who refused to wait. Someone who took what little they had and turned it into something extraordinary. They didn't have the perfect plan, they had the perfect mindset. A belief that progress is born from action, not approval. Children must understand that no dream is too far, no goal too big, if they are willing to start small. Every idea, every attempt, every lesson learned becomes part of the foundation they stand on tomorrow. The world rewards the ones who dare to move, not the ones who wait to be moved. So, pick up the tools of discipline, curiosity, and courage. Start building, even if the world doesn't see your vision yet, because the future belongs to the makers, those who dream, who build, who believe. And when you learn to create your own opportunity, you realize something powerful. You were never waiting for the world. The world was waiting for you. Resilience transforms pain into purpose. Struggles become the fuel that powers success. Every challenge carries a hidden lesson. Every wound carries a whisper, a reminder that even in suffering there is strength waiting to rise. Pain is not the end. It is the beginning of transformation. When life breaks you, resilience rebuilds you. Takes your scars and turns them into stories of survival. It turns your doubts into determination, your failures into focus, your heartbreak into hunger. Resilience doesn't remove the struggle, it redefines it. It teaches you to see value in the hurt and meaning in the mess. It makes you realize that everything you endured was never meant to stop you. It was meant to shape you. The most powerful people are not those who never suffered. They are the ones who found purpose in their suffering. They turn their pain into a mission, their tears into action, and their setbacks into strength. Struggles don't weaken the resilient, they awaken them. They light a fire that comfort could never spark. They remind you that success without struggle is hollow, but success built on pain is unshakable. So when the world tests you, don't curse the storm. Use it. Let it push you, teach you, and refine you.
Wow.
Because resilience doesn't just help you survive pain, it helps you transform it into power. Discipline and curiosity are partners in progress. A resilient child learns, adapts, and keeps moving. Discipline gives direction. Curiosity gives drive. Together, they create the force that shapes greatness. Discipline teaches you to stay the course when motivation fades. It tells you to show up even when you don't feel ready. It's the quiet commitment that turns dreams into daily actions. It's doing what needs to be done, not once, but every single day. Curiosity, on the other hand, keeps the flame alive. It asks questions. It explores. It refuses to settle for what is, and dares to imagine what could be. Curiosity opens doors that discipline helps you walk through. When a child learns to balance both, they become unstoppable. They work hard, but they also think deeply. They follow rules, but they also question limits. They fail, they learn, and they rise with new understanding. A resilient child doesn't see obstacles as endings, they see them as lessons. They adapt when plans fall apart. They keep moving when others stop. Because they know that progress is not a straight line. It's a journey of persistence, guided by curiosity. Discipline builds strength. Curiosity builds vision. And when both walk hand in hand, every step becomes a step toward discovery, mastery, and the quiet brilliance of unstoppable growth. True strength lies in rising, not in never falling. The power to stand up again defines the resilient. Falling is part of the journey. It's not failure, it's feedback. It's the universe testing your will, asking, how badly do you want it? Every fall teaches something a victory never could. It humbles you. It reveals what truly matters. It shows you that strength is not about never breaking. It's about how quickly you rebuild. The resilient do not fear the ground. They've met it before. They've tasted defeat, disappointment, and doubt, and still found the courage to rise again. It's easy to stand tall when the sun shines. But real strength is found in the storm, when your knees tremble and your heart questions everything. It's in those moments that resilience whispers, get up. One more time. Each rise adds a layer to your spirit, a layer of wisdom, grit, and unshakable belief. You begin to understand that falling doesn't define your story, rising does. You start to see that every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. The resilient are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who never stay down. Their scars are not signs of weakness, but proof of endurance. Because true strength isn't in standing once, it's in standing again, and again, until the world has no choice but to see your power. Resilient children shape resilient nations. The future depends on the courage we nurture today. Every child carries within them the seed of tomorrow. What we teach them, how we guide them, and what we believe in them becomes the foundation of the world they will build. When we raise children who can endure, who can rise after falling, who can dream beyond fear, we are not just shaping individuals, we are shaping history. A strong nation does not begin with power or wealth. It begins with the spirit of its people. And that spirit is born in the hearts of children who refuse to give up. Resilient children become leaders who solve problems when others see chaos. They become innovators who find light when the world feels dark. They become citizens who lift others when times are hard. Every time a child learns to stand again after a setback, the nation stands a little taller too. Every act of courage in the young becomes a ripple of hope in the future. Because a nation is only as strong as the strength of its children. So nurture courage, persistence. Celebrate effort, not just success. The lessons we plant today of resilience, of faith, of determination, will grow into the character of a generation. And when that generation rises, the world will witness what happens when a nation teaches its children not just to dream, but to endure. Legacy begins in the heart of a determined child. Every act of persistence builds tomorrow's history. Legacy isn't written in stone or gold. It's written in the choices a child makes when no one is watching. It starts in quiet moments, in the effort to try again, in the courage to keep going, in the decision to rise after failure. A determined child doesn't wait for the world to remember their name. They focus on their purpose, their work, their dream. They know that greatness is not about being seen, it's about being steadfast. Each moment of effort becomes a brick in the foundation of the future. Each challenge overcome becomes a story of strength passed down through generations. The legacy of tomorrow is being built today, in classrooms, in homes, in every young heart that refuses to give up. Persistence is the heartbeat of legacy. It turns small beginnings into powerful destinies. It teaches that history is not made by chance, it's made by choice. When a child learns to push forward through doubt, through fear, through failure, they are already shaping the world they will one day lead. Their actions become inspiration. Their resilience becomes heritage. Legacy isn't about leaving something behind, it's about building something that lasts. And it all begins with one child, one dream, and the relentless spirit to never stop moving forward. So as we look toward the future, let us remember this. Every child carries the blueprint of tomorrow. Their dreams, their courage, their determination, these are the true engines of progress. We must nurture them, guide them, and most importantly, believe in them. Because resilience is not taught through words alone, it's taught through example, through love, through the belief that every child, no matter where they come from, holds the power to change the world. Dr. Abdul Qadeer Khan showed us what happens when one person refuses to give up. Imagine what happens when an entire generation carries that same fire. Let us raise children who do not run from struggle, but rise through it. Children who see limits not as walls, but as challenges waiting to be climbed. Children who understand that greatness is not about being the best it's about being better than yesterday. Because the future doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who build. It belongs to those who believe, who endure, and who rise again and again until the impossible bows before them. So, let's build that future, one resilient child at a time. For in their hearts lies not just hope, but the destiny of a nation.